When we have a pet, we primarily have a pet for the benefit that it can bring to us in the ways of, well, dogs can provide protection and affection and companionship and these sorts of things, which is beautiful and valuable in itself. But most people, at least, don't necessarily relate to their pets as a source of wisdom and instruction and, let's call it, spiritual benefit, in the sense of teachings and wisdom. Also, for the most part, people tend to select pets rather than have the animals select them. In other words, indigenous peoples today and ancestral peoples in the past had ways of recognizing that each human being has, from birth, actually certain animal helpers that have volunteered to help them. The modern view is that human beings are the most highly developed, or we say the most highly evolved form of life, and that other life forms, including animals and, for that matter, plants, are very undeveloped and unaware and, you could say, inferior to us human beings in some ways. The more traditional view is rather the other way around, in that other animals are so perfectly developed and so perfectly adapted to live the kind of life that they're designed to live in the world. Human beings are, well, we don't have, compared to other animals, our senses are not very keen. Our sense of sight and smell and hearing and so forth. We don't have some of the other advantages the other animals have, like the ability to fly, or breathe underwater, or have fur to protect us, or fangs or claws, or these sorts of things. So that there's a number of things. We're very flexible, we can do a number of things, but none of them so perfectly as some of our animal brothers and sisters do. In order for each person to do what they've come into this world to do, and I maintain that each one of us has a calling or a gift or something given to us that we are supposed to give back to the world, to help the world. And this is a large part of what each person's life is about. This is a deep, I'm going to call it a soul connection between the person and the animal, which is in place no matter where the person lives. In times past, people lived in the places where their indigenous roots were. These days, that's not necessarily the case anymore. But nevertheless, the relationship to the totem animal is still in place and can still be called on.